So I've been seeing this problem that's been pissing me off. It's pretty all over social media. Now, this is pretty much Gen Z being negative about Gen Z, or Gen Alpha and Gen Z being negative about their own generation. Now, normally, as a lot of y'all know, we normally have normally people are negative about the newer generation or the older people, right? They're always complaining about we're stupid, we're ignorant, we're too young, we should sit down. They're always complaining about us. That's always how it's gonna be. But for some reason, the Gen Z and Gen Alpha people, or us, Gen Z and Gen Alpha kids, a lot of us, we see this and we decide to listen to them. We decide to agree with them. I don't understand why. So then we run over to YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, and we start complaining about our own generation. It's pretty much spreading the rhetoric that they do, talking about we're too lazy, we can't do this, we can't do that, we can't read, we can't do anything. And then everybody else sees it. It's just this cesspool full of people that don't have no hope for the future, have no hope for their own generation, have no hope for them as younger people. And I just think it's terrible. And then on top of this, these people making start making excuses using this. They start talking about, well, because I am Gen Z and we are so bad, we we are oppressed as a generation. I can't afford a house. I can't do this, and I will not do it because I can't do it because we're oppressed. So they make excuses for everything, the problems that they have, the problems that they need. It's because they listen to the older people. They listen to the people that are, of course, going to spread the rhetoric, and it's just, in my opinion, it's bad. It's terrible. I always hate hearing people tell me this. Always hate. I don't try to do it myself. One philosophy I live by is if you're going to complain, at least do something about it. For example, if you say, I can't afford a house, well, find a way to afford a house. It sounds simpler than it is. It sounds simpler than it actually might be, but at least find a way. If you're gonna, if you can't just complain to complain. At least find something to do about what you're complaining. But these people, they don't do that. They don't try to better. They just complain. They don't try to better the generation. They don't try to help Gen Alpha kids that can't read. They don't try nothing. They just make a video and think that's gonna help. That's not gonna help. What you have to do is spread positivity. What you have to do is spread positivity to everybody around us, spread positivity to all the other Gen Z people, Gen Alpha people. You have to continue to fight back. That's what older generations do. If you look back like at the millennials, all the older people would say, these kids are dumbasses. They're not good at what they do. They're not good at their jobs. The millennials, you know what they do? They still ran around and just did whatever the fuck they want. Simple as that. They did whatever they want. They would run around and just live life. They would say, forget y'all, I'm doing what I want to do. But we don't do that. Like I said, we listen to them. I don't I don't know why we listen to them. And I think it's mainly because negativity gets the most clicks. You know, if you look at all your favorite videos, or a lot of the videos on your recommended page on TikTok, YouTube, whatever, you'll find negativity gets the most clicks. And it's just a way for everybody, because it's a way for everybody to complain. Because it seems more, one thing I realized, humans find complaining more satisfying than actually agreeing, than actually being happy. At least they find it more satisfying than, it's just, I'm not getting calmed up on my words. It's just bad. And what I think should happen, we should try to be more positive. We should try to be more optimistic. We should try to be more happy. I mean, it's summertime. It's 2026. At least we're not living in the medieval ages. Okay, at least we're not getting killed for saying the wrong thing. At least we are free citizens. We can do almost whatever we want. You have to put your mind to it. You have to be happy. You can't be always negative. And I'm not saying ignore what you see. Don't ignore the government. Don't ignore the bad things that you're seeing. But at least try to have some optimism. At least try to have some optimism about what you're seeing, not what you're seeing. Actually, what you're seeing, what you're doing, how other people react. Because it's just always negativity. And it's just flooding up the airways, flooding up what everybody thinks. It's making it's this narrative that we're not smart, and we're going along with it. We continue to do things that show that we're not smart. It's just, I don't, I don't know. It's a bad thing, man. And the main message of the video is be positive, spread more positivity, because at the end of the day, majority of the time, where's complaining gonna get you? Where's gonna get you? Nowhere. Unless, like I said, you do something about it. At least if you're gonna complain, do something about it. Besides that, just stay positive.